Fear, noun, uncountable, countable. The bad feeling that you have when you are in danger, when something bad might happen, or when a particular thing frightens you. Her eyes showed no fear. The child was shaking with fear. Fear of somebody, something. A fear of the dark, spiders, flying, etc. We lived in constant fear of losing our jobs. Fear for somebody, something. Her fears for her son's safety. Aaron spoke of his fears for the future. The fear that he had cancer. The doctor's report confirmed our worst fears. Serrated entries. Fear. Extra examples. Doctors have voiced fears that we may be facing an epidemic. Fears are growing of a new oil embargo. He lied out of fear. He ran away in fear. His face was white with fear. It was the first time she had experienced real fear. My biggest fear was that my children would get sick. My worst fears were confirmed. Nobody refused for fear of being fired. Nobody refused for fear of losing their job. Our fears proved unfounded. Public fears about the disease increased. She did not know why she should feel such fear. She managed to overcome her fear. She stared at him without fear. The boy showed no fear. The government is anxious to allay the public's fears. The man hesitated in fear of whatever was to come next. The man set off in fear and trepidation. The people live in fear of attack by the bandits. The pupils obeyed through fear of punishment. The sound of gunfire struck fear into the hearts of the villagers. They have a terrible fear of failure. This incident has fueled fears of a full-scale war. This stoked fears of financial difficulties. When she heard the news, some of her fear subsided. His fear about what might happen. My fear for her safety. New fears over terrorism. The constant fear of discovery. The fear that her mother had instilled in her. The girl's childhood fear of being eaten by monsters. The most primal fear, that of death. A fear of the dark, spiders, flying. He spoke of his fears for the future. I had to run away for fear that he might one day kill me. The child was shaking with fear. The doctor's report confirmed our worst fears.